If you only have 2 minutes to understand what climate change is all about, then there's only one story that you need to know, and that is the story of the Vostok ice cores. At CarbonSense, we call this the elevator pitch on climate change. Vostok is in Antarctica, and it's the coldest place on the planet. In the early 80s, French and Russian scientists decided to drill down into the frozen ice to extract ice cores. These ice cores were important because they were able to provide the scientists with a history of the atmosphere over hundreds of thousands of years. Each year, as the snow fell, the air beneath would get trapped, leaving frozen air bubbles in the ice that formed. The scientists were able to examine these frozen air bubbles, shown in this diagram, to determine a variety of different historical atmospheric attributes. The two that we'll look at are the temperature and the level of carbon dioxide. Here we see a chart of the temperature that they were able to extrapolate from the data going back over 400,000 years. So what they found was that the temperature oscillated quite evenly between higher and lower levels, with the planet preferring to stay for longer periods of time in a colder state. Now, when they extrapolated the data on the levels of carbon dioxide, they found that the levels in the atmosphere over the 400,000 year period oscillated between approximately 200 and 300 parts per million. Now, the question to ask is, do you see a relationship? What we do not have on this chart, though, is where we are today in terms of carbon dioxide levels in our atmosphere. And if we show this, we get an almost vertical line. What scares the scientists is the speed and magnitude of this change, and that the last time we put this much carbon dioxide into the atmosphere was when the dinosaurs became extinct. So the elevator pitch on climate change is quite simply this, that we are rapidly changing the atmosphere, and we're changing the one part that seems to control the temperature of our planet. So we have to ask ourselves, is this something we should care about?